All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another collaborative conversation. We have Miss Terry Beal. I want to say thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
And yes, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
How are you, my dear?
I am good. I am good. Every day is a brand new baby day, as they say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We take it one of those at a time, too.
Yes, yes, because it has just been I don't know. I will just say these last few years has been full of energy. And so, hey, it is what a TI is, as they say. And all in all, everything is good. I have no complaints.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
um in
That's a
this
nice way to say it. It's been full of energy.
yeah.
It's a nice way to say it. You have a way with words.
Yeah, it's just been full. And so
Hmm.
I'm really excited about this conversation. Um,
Hmm.
so for people who know you and people who don't, as I say, let me introduce you as as okay. So what all do we have? What all can we say? Massage, Reiki, um, healer of on so many different levels. Um, Coach, life coach, reader, intuitive,
Yeah.
mystic, all of the things.
Hmm.
And then if that isn't enough, we have the balloon extravaganza as
Oh
well.
my God. Oh my God. That is, boy, oh boy. That's a whole nother energy. I swear. I swear. I swear. I swear.
Yeah, so we're gonna get started. Once again, thank you for joining.
Hmm.
And for
Hmm.
those who don't know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what all you do? That was my little small
Absolutely.
take.
And you're gonna have to stop me because I'm like a run-on sentence. When I get going, I just be talking. So
That's
feel free to do the cues and stop me. Hi, you guys. I am Miss Terry. The reason why they call me Miss Terry is because my dad thought he was gonna have a boy, and he ended up with a girl. He thought I was gonna be Terrence and Terry with a Y, so I didn't get the I. So people would think I was the guy when they saw my name, Terry. And so then I
yeah.
just put Miss in the front and then it
Uh-huh.
just stuck. So that's why people call me Miss Terry. And I'm like, okay, it works. So I'm keeping it. But
Right.
I am a spiritual advisor. And I actually, when I was thinking about that title and I was thinking about the climate, I was like,
Hmm.
I might change that title. Deepak Chopra came in and messed it up all of us. So I don't want to have that association of
It's like we all got to
when them
rename
spiritual
ourselves
advisor
now.
people be so to hear it said out loud. But
Uh,
I also do massage therapy. I'm a Reiki master, so I do a lot of intuitive coaching and a lot of intuitive healing.
hmm.
And it literally all just came together in a ball because when I started my spiritual journey, I was literally going to massage school from being laid off from being in corporate for like 15 years in
Hmm.
banking.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure people know that Charlotte is a big banking town. So
Hmm.
when the mortgage market crashed in 2008, a
Hmm.
lot of people were laid off.
Hmm.
So that was when I went to massage school. When I went to
Hmm.
massage school, that was when I got all those flowery, colorful words of intuitive and chakras and energy and healing and
Hmm.
all of that piece came into play.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so that's how it became like a little well-rounded ball of
Hmm.
all the things that I learned. I just started to be more integrative.
Hmm.
So with the corporate side, I feel like people were drawn to me because I was professional. Massage therapy side, they liked my hands. And then when I brought the energy piece into it, it was like, I feel so much lighter after I see you, or I feel so much lighter after I work with you.
Yeah.
So that has been since 2009, and I just have not stopped. I've gone, the only time I was off was during a pandemic. That was the only time I did not massage for a year
Hmm.
during
How was that?
2020. You know what the funny thing is?
Uh-huh.
I will tell you, I will tell you that it was not bad because that is where I got a lot of confidence with
Hmm.
my spirituality and with my gift.
Okay.
because the same people who used to see me in my massage office,
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to still stay in touch. So if you came to my office,
Mm-hmm.
let me just tell you how it will go. You will come to my office for a massage. But because I took Reiki while I was in massage school, I never
Mm-hmm.
separated the two. So Reiki is that energetic healing.
Right.
I'll say it's similar to getting hands laid on at church, but they ain't gonna push it down on the ground.
Right.
We just let the healing come through. So what would happen was after I got my Reiki training in school, and I only did it because one of the hippie girls said, if you take Reiki, you could do way more massages. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, really? And she's like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So I take Reiki while I'm in school.
Uh-huh.
It did not make me endure. What it did was all of a sudden people's bodies started opening up to the energy. And then they would be like, how'd you know to go over here? How'd you know to go over here? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like following where the energy is going.
Yeah.
So that's how it became integrated with that. So what happened was you actually know this person. His name is Alfonso, and he's at Mama Bessie's.
Mm-hmm.
One day, I was in there searching, looking in the books, and he said, "You should read cards." And I was like, "What?" Ugh. Because tarot always seemed very foreign to me, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, "What is he talking about?"
Right.
I'm a self help. I'm reading the "You Can Heal Your Life."
You're right.
I'm not. What are you talking about? When I look at the cards, it looks like Chinese. I'm like, I don't know what this is. But I
Mm-hmm.
started to find some angel cards that I liked. So what
Mm-hmm.
I would do is when people came for a massage, I would
Mm-hmm.
be like, pick a card, pick a card. And so when
Mm-hmm.
they picked the card and we're looking at the card together, that's when the intuitive messages would start. So it will be like, oh. So in
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, they called me because I know we can't get a massage, but can you still give me a reading? Can you do it? And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let me see. So then I would start pulling cards on the phone.
Uh-huh.
That is how that piece came together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always been very integrative with me, even still to
Mm-hmm.
this day.
Right.
Very same. Um, that's pretty much in a nutshell what I do. I try to be very holistic,
Mm-hmm.
taking care of a person's mind, body, and spirit. Because what I used to find with massage was sometimes their muscles can't relax because if they're uptight or if they're thinking about things, you can't unwind.
Mm-hmm.
That was also how I learned. Don't ever tell somebody to relax that you're massaging because that is not going to work. You can't just be
Yeah.
like, relax, relax.
Yeah. Like that case
Use
to
another
hear.
technique.
Yeah.
Right. Am I relaxing? Because, oh, sorry. Am I doing it? Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Not
Mm-hmm.
really, but you're not supposed to be doing anything. So it's okay. We're not going to talk. I'm just going to have, you know what? Just breathe. Just breathe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's how that came about.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And and for anyone, like I have definitely benefited from both.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
still check in with you,
Yeah.
often. you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's always good to have someone because I think okay, so I was raised traditional
Mm-hmm.
Christianity,
Mm-hmm.
semi. I don't even know if I would say it was traditional, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely more one of the restrictive. But what I found too is like when you do find someone that you can trust, and
Mm-hmm.
because the things just start coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh wow, like I saw this, or it's a confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you talk to someone, it's usually everything that you need to know and a couple of little
Mm-hmm.
extra stuff, that's
Mm-hmm.
been beneficial with, okay, yeah, I need to remember
Yeah.
this, and this. So I'm glad you hit on that. And I just wanted to say, hey, check her out.
Yeah. And literally, I feel like one of the biggest obstacles of that is us being in the Bible Belt. It was hard because of the judgment
Yeah.
and the that's demonic, that's this, that's that. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I did not go looking for any of this. Like, that's not my story. I'm
Yeah.
not in the craft somewhere trying to conjure up something.
Yeah.
I was never like that.
Mm-hmm.
Literally,
Right. Mm-hmm.
I was always empathetic, and I feel like the gift was always there. It just got
Mm-hmm.
awakened when I took more training.
Yeah. And then, even with that, I think that if you change the name for some of the stuff, it's still the same thing. Like you said, it's
Yeah.
laying on hands, but you're not gonna be knocked into next week, or
Yes,
it's
man.
prophecy, but it looks
Yes.
a little bit different.
Yes.
It's still the same
Yes.
thing, and I I always get confused of like, okay, so how is one demonic, but
Yes.
you're doing the same thing over there? Like it's
Mhm.
literally just kind of the same thing.
Mhm.
And it just moves through people differently because
Mhm.
there are just some people with the gifts of whatever
Mhm.
the things are.
Mhm.
And we all have our own or what have you, but it's
Yeah.
like some fine tune theirs a lot more than
Yeah.
others.
Yeah.
So,
Because I always say, do you think I would have asked for this? I would have been a singer or something. I would not have asked for this. Like, this is crazy. Like, I literally would be like, am I I want to say the first solid 5 years that I was intuitive, I literally just kept saying, no, this is going to be the one who's going to be like, you're crazy. This is going to be the one who's going to be like, you're nuts. And I just kept waiting for the shoe to drop.
uh-huh.
Not that some stuff hasn't been off, but it's just I was waiting for the shoe to drop to be like, what's going on?
Uh-huh.
So it was like, even on my spiritual journey, it's a journey.
Right.
I literally feel like the best thing someone can do is learn the most they can about themselves so
Mhm.
that when things do open up, it's like at least you have some foundation, you know who you are. When I would
Mhm.
get messages and I would be like, where did this come from? I would say, okay, would you have rather been taking a nap? Yes, I would have rather been taking a nap. So you did not make this up because I would be rather taking a nap. And the other thing, one of the
Uh-huh.
things that I feel like people would not know about me is that I am not nosy.
Mhm.
So I feel like this gift will be so much easier if I was nosy because I will be all in somebody, girl,
Yeah.
which this, that.
Uh-huh. And
But
it's like
because
they
I'm not nosy, I'll be like, so what do you want?
don't.
What do you want to know? Like, so I'm always like, bring it. Let's ask because
Uh-huh.
I'm like in La La Land somewhere. I'm like, "Ooh, what you want to know? Oh, okay. We can tap
Yeah.
in. We can always tap in, but I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not naturally that way to want to get in somebody's business. So
Right.
I feel like that's one of the surprising things that people would think is that I'm not nosy.
Uh-huh. Right.
So even if they're like, oh, I thought you would have knew to ask that. How? I don't know.
Yeah. And this is not what I do in my spare
This
time. Like
is
I got
I
so
love
many
my
other things going.
downtime. So I'll be
Yeah.
like, we all got a job. Sometimes I'll be like, we all got a job.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So if you were a book, what would the title of your book be and why?
You know what? It's so funny that you would ask that because I have been thinking lately that I need to write my book.
Okay. Well
I
there.
feel like my book would probably be I can't make this ish up.
Would you say not even on your best day?
I cannot make it up.
Uh,
Like I have had some crazy stories
mm-hmm.
and I would have just never been able to make it up. Like
Uh-huh.
thing from the very beginning, I will tell you, I met a psychic, and you know this psychic too. He
Uh-huh.
lives in Atlanta now, and
Uh-huh.
he invited me to one of his psychic development classes when he met me. He met me in a
Yeah.
library and
Uh-huh.
invited me to a class,
Mm-hmm.
put me on the spot, and told me to read someone. And all I could see in my head, because my clairvoyance shows like in my third eye, like a movie, or they'll describe it, or I will feel
Uh-huh.
it.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing this lady and I'm seeing like Dr. Seuss in a
Mm-hmm.
house upside down on top of her head. Now the image will not leave my mind. And he
Uh-huh.
is like, Miss Terry, give her a message. Miss Terry, give her a message. And I'm like on the spot. Every other word is out of my head. I can't even think of something to say. And I literally am like, she has a Dr. Seuss house upside down on her head. I don't know what this is. It's like upside down house on top of her head.
Uh-huh.
Something. And so then she says she had just got out of psychiatric hold because she had a breakdown.
Oh
But
wow.
the
Yeah.
psychic that I went to was like one of her part of her team.
Mm-hmm.
And so he invited her to come and I was there and he like paired us together where she was like, I literally just had a psychotic break. And I was like,
Oh, okay.
oh my God, that's why I saw Dr. Seuss house upside down on top of your head. Like, I could not make that up. I couldn't find it. And that was early. So
Yeah.
before me and my spirit team got our hang of it,
Mm-hmm.
it's like playing charades, I say.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, ooh.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like I have a lot of stories that I probably could share, and it would literally just be like, I could not make this up.
Right.
Mhm.
So can you think of someone or something that over a short period of time has had a huge impact in your life or influenced you in a certain way?
Short period. I
Hmm.
would say, I would say, I don't think I could, I don't know if I could put it as short.
Well, what's the thing that comes to mind?
The thing that comes to mind is Alfonso telling me to read cards.
Okay.
Because if I would not have listened to him, that's how I sustained myself in pandemic. We
Hmm.
didn't know pandemic was ever going to come.
Right.
But because of that, I could work from the phone,
Hmm.
and because I couldn't touch people. So that
Right.
was like so impactful for me. And even though it was brief and it wasn't like he trained me or anything, he just was like, you should read the cards, and just left it at that. So it was like
Right.
up to me to go forth and figure it out.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I'm sure there are people along the way that I might
Uh-huh.
have had brief encounters with, good or bad.
Right.
I just had an encounter with someone. It was in a different industry. It was in regards to um, balloons, and
Hmm.
we did a final walkthrough, and they liked it. They said nothing was wrong, and then the next day after the event, they sent me an email that was like, I was not happy with anything. I basically hated it all, and shocked me down. But then I remembered I should have listened to myself, because when the event got rescheduled, it was like the vibe was different. I
Okay.
should have known to, I knew
Hmm.
the vibe wasn't there. And so the funny thing
Right.
is, I said, you know what? Now I'm going to say magic not included. Like, you get balloons, magic's not included.
Right.
Because I think the vibe had passed. But I
Right.
knew that. But because I'm new to balloons,
Hmm.
sort of, I didn't
Hmm.
trust that. But
Hmm.
he had an impact, because now, because of him, I'm going back and redoing the weather policy. I'm
Yeah.
doing the takedown fee.
Hmm.
I'm making sure I do it all. No more non-contracts, no more just friendly handshake.
Hmm.
Because of that short interaction, I am going to go back and revise, so that I won't do this again. I will
Hmm.
not be in that position again.
So he did the twofold lesson, huh?
Yes.
The
And
reminder
first,
of
after my little
intuition.
feelings was hurt, because I was like, I'm Pisces, like Erica Baidu. So I'm like, I'm sensitive about my ish.
Right.
like, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
ouch. But then I was like, wait a minute. I had to process it. But
Yeah.
we get those things all the time in life. It's just, are we listening? Are we paying attention? Are we tapping in?
Hmm.
What are we doing?
Hmm. And like, how dare you? Because you was just fine yesterday. Don't
I
do that.
know that's the thing for me. It's like, don't switch up on me. Like,
Right.
I could have took it on the chin if you was like, yo, I know you did this, but I don't really like it. I would have been like, okay, I
Right.
understand.
That's
Maybe we can do
different.
something
But
else.
you're gonna have the whole event, and then you're gonna call the next day after
The
everybody then
next
took
day in
pictures
the evening,
next week, because they took pictures
I was like,
and did all of the stuff.
I was like, what?
Okay. Xavier Black said that's what I was thinking about. What part?
Hmm?
No, we have a comment. So
Oh,
Xavier Black, the writer,
oh.
uh, dear friend of mine, he was like, "That's what I was thinking." I'm like, "About what? What part?" Because we have been talking. You've been talking. What
Hmm.
part? Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's like
Yeah.
when you, and I'm gonna just say this because what you know and I told you is like
Mhm.
I literally still, yeah. Why did they wait? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I still have balloons from your birthday last year that are still up in my room.
Man,
So what we're
my
not gonna
birthday
do,
is tomorrow.
right?
And it feels like that was 3 years ago.
It was
There
just
has been
last,
so much, how do you
yeah,
say it? You said a lot of energy.
energy. Yeah.
There's been so much energy since last February. It feels like 3 years
Uh-huh.
instead of just being last February.
Right.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Okay. So
like,
happy, listen, happy
it's like a passion.
birthday.
Thank you. Oh my God. And you know what? I was like, I think this is the age when women start lying about their age, because something about this ain't making me want to say the extra year.
Uh-huh.
Like, last year was a 50. And I'm like, okay, yeah, 50, fabulous. This year I'm like, how old am I? I keep saying, how am I? I'm 50. You can't be 50 again. No, I'm 50, right? Something's going on. I think this is this and menopause. Like the things that make us be like, huh? What?
Listen, I don't even remember my birthday a couple of years. Every other year, I have to like do the math because I just never really paid attention. I was like, okay, I'm whatever, and
Yes.
like 50 stood out, so I still have to do the math after 50. And I think,
Yes.
well, maybe 3 times, 18, 21, and then all the rest of them was like,
Yeah.
okay, I was born in, and that's how I
Yes.
figured it. But I never put a whole
Yes.
bunch of energy to it. It's like, we'll figure it out. They asked me, I'm like, after I do the math in my head, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yup. You be like, yup.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness. Right.
Absolutely.
So, coolest Zegla new sub. Okay. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, and welcome. So, um, so what are the qualities that you find important in friendship and relationships?
Girl, don't get me started. This is gonna be a whole nother conversation.
Uh-huh.
No, actually, the interesting thing is, I feel like the older that I get, the less I'm concerned with romantic relationships, and I'm
Okay.
more concerned with friendships.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I definitely value is somebody who can be authentic and honest.
Right.
Like, I don't want them friends who are like, oh yeah, everything you do is great, and then I find out you just been kissing up all this time. I'd rather have the authenticity every time.
Right.
And respect, like mutual respect.
Right.
Reciprocal energy. I value that a lot. And I've found that just from looking at some of the groups, like Facebook groups, there are a lot of groups on there. And it seems like even in the groups, the women are saying things like, it's hard to make friends. Does anybody want to hang out? Why does nobody ever show up? Or nobody wants to talk on the phone? So it's like the groups are there, but some people still aren't connecting.
Yeah.
So to me, it's vibes. It's light. It's just authenticity, really, because at the end of the day, that's what I feel like I need and I value. And I feel like I'm going to bring that to friendship every time. Like, no sugarcoating. I mean, I can do it with love and gentle, but I'm not going to have you out here looking crazy.
Right.
There was one time where one of my relatives, their husband was going out with the boys, and he thought he was looking fly, and he had on a tight jean outfit, and the belly was hanging out from under the t-shirt. And she looked at him and she went to say, where you? I said, let the streets tell him. Let the streets tell him. Because whatever he think he about to do, let the streets tell him. But that's the only time I'm like not gonna say anything. Because sir, go have fun. Let him go have fun.
And see what happened, huh?
Yes. But other than that,
Oh goodness. That is too funny. What would you tell your younger self about how to best prepare for the future?
That one's a good one, because there was a time where I was so much sweeter. I was like just a sweeter person. And through the years, things have hardened me. So I think I would tell her, you don't have to give people so many chances, because I almost would just be like, well, let me see the best in you again. Well, let me try to call out the best in you again. And I think this might come from the land. Remember the song, The Land of I Am? In the land of, what's her name?
I am Ricky
Byers. And being a part of Colors and
Uh-huh.
Church of Christ, and it's like, oh, the I am, the God in people, call out the God in people, call out the God in people, right? I drank the Kool-Aid on that. So I would be sweet, trying to call out the God in
Uh-huh.
people that wasn't necessarily godly. So I took a
Right.
lot of time, giving people a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
because I always kept trying to call it out. And some people, you just,
That wasn't their thing.
right. You just gotta let it go.
Uh-huh.
So I spent a lot of time just with people who were not growing and people who were stagnating and staying the same, and
Mm-hmm.
it gets draining
Uh-huh.
physically. So and you're always having to get a cleanse, or you're always having to get something done to pull you back up after I have let someone drain me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have learned I probably would just say, okay, past 3 times is enough.
Uh-huh.
Like, 3 strikes and you're out. Use that, girl. Use that. It will serve you
Uh-huh.
well. Like,
And
three
it
times is
doesn't
the
mean
limit.
that you're not sweet. It just
Yeah.
means that your boundaries look different.
Yeah. The word boundaries, like, I
Yeah.
feel like I did not understand that when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if it was another word, but I didn't get it.
I don't know if we were taught it, to be honest. I
Yeah.
don't think I know for myself, like that
Yeah.
wasn't a thing that was taught. It was more you kind of do what people say, you try to
Mhm.
be pleasing, you want to be nice, you want to be, treat people how you want to be
Mhm.
treated, whatever the forgiveness, whatever 70 times 7 or 70 times
Uh-huh.
70, like whatever the heck. All of
Mhm.
the stuff was more around, kind of giving of yourself and allowing people to be a certain way or treat you a certain way, all in the
Yeah.
name of whatever,
Yeah.
to kingdom come, what, crown and a jewel, or what,
Right.
whatever that
Right.
was. So I know for me, it was just like that wasn't even a thing that was taught or
Yeah.
respected or whatever. It was no, you just kind of give until it hurt. And I
Yeah.
remember when I started realizing, because I had a friend that was like, "Oh, you're supposed to, give to me until it hurts," and I was like, "That don't sound good."
That sounds like a bad love song.
Right. I was just like,
That is a
"You
bad
gotta go
love
ahead
song.
and say no to
Yeah.
that one."
Yeah,
You
like
know.
learning no is a full sentence too. It's like, girl, you could just say no
Uh huh.
and let it be.
And that's it.
Like,
Like it literally is the full sentence. Yeah.
yep, that's it. I don't wanna come up with a story. My answer is just no.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to
And
remember a story that I
I was
told
just about
you.
to say that. Like, please tell
Yeah.
the story.
And just no means no. No.
Right. So, yeah. So, I really think that we got to learn that different, because I don't
Mhm.
know about your family dynamic, but I don't know if people did good with that. They just
Mhm.
always felt like because of titles that you were
Yeah.
supposed to just whatever, whatever. So
Yeah.
whatever the title was gave you a free pass to be a queen.
Yes.
So,
And I was always the person who took titles very seriously. That's
yeah.
why it took me so long to unwind from them,
Hmm.
because it's that you're supposed to energy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think that people would be surprised to know about you?
I think people knowing that I'm a spiritual advisor and that I do readings and that I can connect and support, I think they probably would be surprised to know that I do not like ghosts. I do not. I am not with the paranormal. Let's go look in the house and find the ghost who's haunting. I'm not that one. Like,
Uh,
I'm not that. And they also will probably be surprised to know that I'm not a person who is in like going to go deep into dream interpretation,
uh-huh.
because I have it set up with my guys that I do this full time during the day. I can't do it at night too. So
Right.
don't be coming in my dreams giving me anything. We talking in the daytime. That's too much. That's a spiritual boundary. So
Right.
it's like dreams. I have been looking for. I had this one girl, and she kind of stopped doing it. I will refer people out. Like, if you got these
Yeah.
deep dreams you want to interpret, let me just refer you out, because
Mhm.
I be sleeping at night. Like, I be like,
Like
I'm
that
snoring
is
and
my
drooling
time.
at night. I'm not there. I'm not on the other side doing stuff. I'm asleep.
Uh-huh.
I think they would be surprised because that bowl of, oh, you're a psychic, so that means you know everything. And
Uh,
also, if I could get the lottery numbers for myself, I would use them.
Just say that
I would,
that works
but
either.
they never give them to us. That's why we're all just pretty much out here like everybody else. They don't give it to us.
So what would you say was the biggest thing that allowed you to shift from being corporate? I know you said you did massage therapy, you took Reiki at the same time.
Mhm.
What was that integration kind of period like for you? Like what, because those are vastly different things.
Absolutely.
And
Um,
so, like, how did you kind of, I know you were forced to do the massage, but then as you start tapping more in and
mhm,
becoming, I guess more having the ability. Or
mhm.
did you have the ability when you were younger and you didn't pay attention? Like, because it's like sometimes those
Yeah.
things happen, and then like we're like,
Yeah.
oh,
I know exactly what you mean. I always had that energy of people would ask me questions and I would give them
uh-huh,
an answer. So
uh-huh,
to me, that was always there. I did not
okay,
know it was called anything. Even in corporate, if
uh-huh,
somebody needed something, they're over at my desk. Like
uh-huh,
I'm gonna get the write up because too many people are coming to you for help.
uh-huh,
It seems like you talking too much or whatever. But I'm like, I'm approachable. I
uh-huh,
know what I'm talking about, so they come to me for answers.
right,
Not having any of the intuitive language that came with massage therapy later. So I feel like the integration was hard because corporate trains you so good to
uh,
be in the box,
uh-huh,
to follow the rules. The corporate really gives you discipline, clock in, clock out,
uh-huh,
like be on a system, be structured. You
uh-huh,
in Monday through Friday, the weekends are yours, not the rest of
yeah,
the time, the weekends. So
right,
the whole reason I even found massage therapy is a funny story because remember back when Career Builder was here and it was like
yeah,
Career Builder. They
right,
would have these pop-ups, right? The mortgage
yeah,
section was blank. I had
uh-huh,
made it all the way up to the top. I was literally
uh-huh,
about to be a quality assurance manager for mortgages. I could
uh-huh,
literally sign people's houses up to like 150,000 by
uh-huh,
myself back then.
uh,
So I was
uh-huh,
like, I'm climbing the ladder.
right,
And then the layoff hit and there were no jobs. The only thing that kept popping up was Massage Envy.
uh-huh,
Then I would hear a Massage Envy commercial on the radio. And then it was like, what's going on? And this is
uh-huh,
even before I got into my gift.
uh-huh,
So I called them and I'm like, one day they had a pop up that said earn $100,000 a year as a massage therapist. So I'm like,
mhm.
what? 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 Let me go. Let me call and
Let me
see.
look at that. Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you got to go to school. I was like, okay. School was starting the very next month.
Uh-huh,
I got a severance package of 6 months. If I went full time, they said I could do it in 6 months. I could be finished in 6 months.
okay,
So I just literally was following the signs. In school, mind you, I'm from New Jersey. So being in the South, my family came down here in 97.
uh-huh,
That bless your heart thing, that Southern, we going to
uh-huh,
smile on your face and be knifing you. I
yeah,
was so used to that from corporate. You coming down here taking our jobs,
uh-huh,
all that stigma. So
mhm,
when I was in massage school, I found that some people didn't want to work with me. But it was
uh-huh,
because they were saying, "Oh, you're too good. I'm still learning. You're too good. I'm still learning."
mhm,
And one day we were in clinic and I had to do a massage on the director of the school.
uh-huh,
The funny thing is they used to call her Stinky Feet, and nobody wanted to work on her because her feet was stink. So I'm literally like, "Oh, I got to work on Stinky Feet." And so I work on Stinky Feet, and she says, "Oh, you're good. You're gonna go far." Like that, right? Weird. With her
uh-huh,
little pantsuit on when she got dressed. I was like, because I never did this in my life. So I'm like, what are you talking about? So
uh-huh,
literally, when all of that happened, I had a cousin who lived in DC and she's like, you should come to Chocolate City. We could hang out. We used to party together. Yeah, we could party in Chocolate City.
uh-huh.
Obama had just passed a bill that allowed mortgage people to get unemployment longer. It was like an
Oh, okay.
extension.
Mhm,
So I was able to finish up school and then I was like, I'm going back to the north because they're going to tell me the truth. Because
uh-huh.
I was like, I can't trust these Southerners. They're too busy blessing my heart behind my back. So I didn't really know. So I literally was on a
Yeah,
quest to prove, is this real? because
Yeah.
nobody in my family has done anything like that. We have been nurses. We've worked in the school lunch. No, maybe one of them went to college.
Uh-huh.
It was always, they always were settled quick. Have a
Mhm.
baby, get a job, have a
Mhm.
baby. So nobody was expanding. Nobody was self-employed.
Uh-huh.
It just wasn't in our family. So
Mhm.
the whole integration of Reiki, massage together with people who are going to tell me the truth. That was
Uh-huh.
like a 5-year stint of just waiting for somebody to be like, this sucks. Just because it was so foreign. Like
Uh,
it's just took time.
uh-huh.
Um, for corporate, from going from corporate to self-employed, also, it was like, is this legal? Am I allowed to work for myself?
Mhm.
Like, is this okay? Like, I just kept feeling like somebody was going to be like, okay, you got to get back to work now. Because you
Yeah.
know how they say when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. I
Right.
loved it so much that I kept thinking that something was going to take it, or I was going to have to go back to corporate.
Mhm.
Um, so it was hard. That was the hardest thing of the whole integration,
Uh-huh.
trying to wrap my head around, oh, this is like, now I call it, oh, I'm in the healing arts. Now I'm,
Uh-huh.
healing, I'm in the healing arts.
Uh-huh.
But before I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. How is this happening? Like, because
Uh-huh.
it's happening with me, not it was just in me. I'm like growing into it.
Uh-huh.
So that's I feel like the hardest part of the whole integration.
Mhm.
Like just trusting that, because I was so programmed, I would never say anything to hurt anybody. I didn't want to mess up anybody's life. I knew that people were trusting me in their
Right.
most intimate,
Yeah.
special times, and I just took it so serious. It was so sacred.
Right.
So I just never wanted to mess up anything. So I was very cautious, but I also was holding the space.
Mhm.
That was hard. It took forever to be like, but what would I can actually tell you when that switched too.
Uh-huh.
Um, uh, a colleague of mine went with me to see another reader. I
Uh-huh.
recommended her to him because he had been doing this for like 30 years.
Okay.
He starts to read her, and she's lying to him. He's telling her about her love life, and she's lying. And
Whoa.
so my eyes are about to pop out because I'm like, why are you lying to him? And so then he looks at her and he says, so it's going to be you. I've been doing this for 30 years, and you, the one who going to make me not listen to my spirits? You? I was like, oh my God, this is real. But just the way he had that confidence, like, you could say whatever you want to say. I'm listening to my spirit. I've been doing this for 30 years.
Uh-huh.
So seeing that as it was happening, I was like, yo, people will lie. That doesn't mean you're wrong. Like,
Right. Uh-huh.
so that's how it helped me. Okay, get
Uh-huh.
confidence in this. Like, you can trust, you can believe.
Uh-huh.
People be people, but you can trust. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, it's just too. You would just be out here too crazy
Yeah.
because you wouldn't have the validation or the confirmation. So it's like, what are we
And
doing?
yeah. And you have to, like you said, kind of know that for yourself, even if
Yeah,
people particular kind of way.
you have to know. Just like when you're a Christian or whatever your religion is, you have to know God or that entity or whomever it is.
Right.
You have to
Mhm.
know them for yourself.
Right.
Like, you could be a Muslim all day, but do you know Allah for yourself, or are you
Yeah.
only getting it through when you go to the mosque?
Right.
You gotta get it. And that's what I feel like that whole journey was about, like really getting it.
Yeah. Yep. Because yeah, I would just say I'm still on the journey.
Right. And it's like it never ends. I don't want to say it never ends, but it doesn't end.
Yeah, it is. It is a journey. Like you do get to kind of like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this a little bit, and I know the
Hmm.
stuff, and then it's like, oh, and I think one of the bigger things was sometimes like changing the mindset of what
Hmm.
had been taught that was away
Yeah.
for so long that you like, oh,
Yes.
that ain't really real, and that's not really the experience I have, and
Yes.
yeah,
And it can be scary because we look to these people as authorities
uh huh,
in our lives, and then to find out for ourselves that it's just not quite that way, and then having to
right,
justify it even to ourselves because
yeah,
it's what we learned.
right,
So it's like, I haven't done anything I haven't done anything that's demonic.
Right.
Like, or you know how people will say hoodoo or voodoo. I will be like, ma'am, I don't know voodoo. Voodoo is real, but I
Yeah.
don't know voodoo. Like, I'm
Right.
not a
Yeah.
voodoo priestess. Like,
Right.
no
And
disrespect. That's just not my lane.
but I think that's the thing that once you say that you are spiritual in any form, they go straight to that. Like
Yes.
there's nothing else.
Like,
Like
there's nothing
gotta be
else.
you gotta be trying to do something bad
Yep.
and you gotta be
Yep.
whatever. Because it's that fear that was taught for so long. I think
Yeah.
everybody just automatically assumes like, oh, it gotta be demonic, it has to
Yeah.
be bad, it has to be whatever. And as opposed to, oh, okay, like this it was here before is
Mhm.
kind of what people been doing. It's just been a
Yeah.
different title that everybody used because everybody's kind
Yes.
of integrating it and they just call it something else for the most part. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. That's been the hardest thing about this whole thing. But then you
Uh-huh.
just gotta stand like once you know who you are a bit
You
more,
don't
it's
need
like you could just stand in it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Because I always think God is too big to be so small. Like he's too
That part.
freaking big to be that small. Like
Right.
just being one thing. And sometimes one thing will lead you to the next thing, which will lead you to the next
Hmm.
thing, which will lead to the next thing. So it's
Right.
like, it's okay.
Hmm. And I do like what you said initially, like the more you know yourself, because
Yeah.
that's where God resides as well. So
Mhm.
it's like like
Mhm.
once you kind of sit with yourself, it allows that to be expressed even more, or you'll find that you are tapping into different things that you didn't know that you would, or
Yeah.
you'll zone out in certain times, and it's
Mhm.
like that's kind of what you're here to express. And
Yep.
some of us don't get an opportunity to express all of the
Yes.
different parts of us because we've been conditioned to only work for other people or only
Yeah.
do certain things or what have you, and everything else is like, you doing what?
Yeah.
Why you doing that?
Yeah.
Or that kind of thing. So
Yeah. I learned that don't listen to somebody who don't have a business tell you how to do business when they haven't even been had confidence enough to do their own business.
mhm.
Like, but they want to tell you how to do your business. But you work for the man. Like, get out of here because you don't know how naked entrepreneurship feels
Oh my
because
god,
you're working for that.
that is a
Entrepreneurship is
great word.
naked. It's
That is a
naked.
great
You're
word.
exposed. You have to. The one thing I always got annoyed me about entrepreneurship is if I go to apply for something, I could go get a car with 2 pay stubs. Self-employed, they want 6 months bank statements and tax returns, and I'm literally like, I am pulling this out of the ethers every single month on my
Right,
own.
right. And now,
And
yeah.
right.
Okay, you froze for a second. Let's see here.
That was
You
too
see,
much. Can you still? Can we?
you
Can we
see
hear the audio? That was too much. It said, "Don't pull like that," because you'd have messed around and pulled on a frequency.
right.
I'm
Listen, you
about,
done pulled
I'm
the
about to switch
frequency, and your
dimensions.
face is still frozen, like right here, like right
I
here.
know. I see it. It's frozen on mine too. It's like, let me tell you something. Like, I don't know, but it's so funny because I still hear you.
Right, and I hear you fine. Like I can hear you fine. It'll probably click back in when it click back in, and
How do
then
I get out of here?
listen, jump back into this one. Jump back over.
Wait, I don't know how to get out. Wait, it doesn't matter. This is just my solid picture. At this point, I just have a picture up. Oh wait, let
Right,
me flip the camera on and off.
it's
Nope.
still up. What the
Okay,
heck?
turn my camera off. This is see when you got these Reiki hands, you can't. Let me. You know what? Let me Reiki it. I'm like, you got these Reiki hands. You can't be moving all fast.
It's like, hey, wait, where are we supposed to be at?
Oh my god. Okay, let me.
Oh
Okay,
goodness.
stop.
Okay, so I am thinking that she will be right back in. This is hilarious. So we shall see. So just gonna give that a minute. If there's any questions or anything or comments, feel free to share. Yep, here we go. All
I
right.
had to go out and go back in.
Right.
I'm not gonna wave my hand like that again. I'm gonna keep the power locked together. Too much going on. Mm. That's why I don't
You said
like
your
ghosts,
hands
because
turned
I
it
don't
off.
want no lights flickering or nothing crazy. Get out of here with
You
all of that.
you know, and it's so funny because some people's energy, like yours and somebody else, used to always disconnect computers,
Mm-hmm.
um, are constantly like just burnt out or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Um, so interesting.
No sudden look. I'm like no sudden movements.
Yeah, them healing hands once they get started.
Right.
That's me.
Oh, it's crazy. Crazy.
Oh goodness, what would you say motivates you?
Mm. Actually, the first thing I would say would be money, but
Uh-huh.
because I'm actually in a coaching program with a money mentor now,
Uh-huh.
we're like delving into all of those things. And a lot
Yeah.
of things about money are tied to younger things.
Right.
And the way it's connecting is like, dang, I would have never put that together, but that's explaining
Uh-huh.
my behavior with
Uh,
it. So
uh-huh.
because I'm studying it right now, I'm so excited to see how things are going to change as we keep uncovering things that have been there since like I was 14.
Okay.
Like I had this survival pattern since I was younger,
I need.
and nobody ever unwound it. Even going to therapy and stuff, we were talking about other stuff.
Yeah.
We weren't talking about finances.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be like, oh yeah, I went to my therapist and we were working on like
Mm-hmm.
childhood stuff, but we never talked about money. We just didn't go there. Like it just
Yeah.
didn't come up because we were working on other emotional things
Right.
that I needed to work on. Um, so yeah, that's like that just has my attention right now.
Uh-huh.
So I would say it's exciting
Mm-hmm.
because when you think about it as being an energy and a flow and being in the
Yeah.
flow and calling in the frequency, it's like I feel like it's the same as if I was learning how to play violin, because it's like I'm learning how to move the energy to see what can come of it.
Right.
So since this is like year 51 too, I will be interested to see how this plays out,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, it's not even to me like when somebody's like, oh, I want to be a millionaire or a mega millionaire or anything like that. It's like, I just want to get to this place where I'm out of the country more than I'm in the country.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah,
That's your thing.
I'm in Paris right now. You
Uh-huh.
can still reach me, but we're on a different time zone.
Like call at a certain time or else you won't get
Mhm.
me.
And also learning about myself, because
Uh-huh.
learning how I tick, because it's just important. I've learned that through this last relationship that I've
Uh-huh.
been in.
Uh-huh.
Relationships really are a mirror, and they really do show you
Where
where
you
you are.
yeah.
And like I'm a very big fan of the law of attraction,
Uh-huh.
and I have been trying to figure out how I could say a word, or how we can see a number and then you'll start
Mhm.
seeing the number. The
Right.
same with a word. Like I signed a Valentine's card, you're a perfect little angel. And then all of a sudden my godfather said to me, you're my perfect goddaughter. And 3 days
Uh-huh.
later, and I said, oh, so now we're pulling in the word perfect. How'd that
Uh-huh.
happen?
Right.
Like, so I'm
Yeah.
still like, how are we pulling in certain words and
Uh-huh.
not all the other things that I want with it?
Uh-huh.
So it's
You
like
know, you
interesting.
and I think one of the things that I noticed, because I do the back and forth with that,
Mhm.
energetically, as well. But it really is when you don't pay attention. Like
Yeah,
the more you don't pay attention to
yeah.
the thing, and it's like I hear it all the time. Hell, you done probably told me several times. Let's go ahead and say that. But it's like when I remember,
Yeah,
because it's like I know better, but if you get caught
yeah,
in the sauce with the energy of the
yeah,
time and when everybody else is a lot, then
yeah,
sometimes it's been challenging for me to
yeah,
remember, because it's really about just recalling. And when you
yeah,
do those um things where it's like, well, where did I get that message from? It's like, oh,
yeah,
okay, I see where I got that one from.
yeah.
Like, you know
Absolutely.
like, or oh my gosh, who knew? Like, that's been a
Hmm.
thing. And
Hmm.
so and even today, like, still working on the mind part
Yeah,
of the okay, let's stop doing that on repeat
Yeah.
because it's been so second nature that it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm slowing down. And every time that I get to a space, I'll never do that. It's like, oh, the never just said, really?
Yes.
Let's try it, girl. Let
Yes.
I'm about to trump your never. We're gonna go ahead
Yes.
and see how you do it
Yes.
this time.
That's the
So
guarantee. That will always.
I was like, you know what? That doesn't need to be said anymore, and we can go on from there. Okay.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
But it is like the thing, like you saying, as you are playing with it,
mhm,
that you are noticing the frequency of
mhm,
whatever. And it could be the same for the other things.
mhm,
That thing, that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't have to be just for the one, it could be for all of it.
mhm.
However, we need to make sure that we, like tweak
Yeah,
this one a little bit more.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I've always been like that. And I think that's
Uh,
where I want to say one of the things that I love is solving problems.
yeah.
I think that's also why I'm going more into coaching
Uh-huh.
very soon and holding
Uh-huh.
a space of coaching, like seriously, seriously coaching,
Uh-huh.
because the patterns and being able to see somebody's pattern and then
Hmm.
being able to let them know to tweak it, it's just so fascinating.
Right.
um and all the big space you have to move in between, like
Uh-huh.
the more we close the gap, the more then the manifestations come. But while the
Yeah.
gap is like this big, it's harder for the manifestation to get there. I think
Yeah.
that's why you said if we forget or if we don't think about it, it can pop up.
Right.
That's when we actually let go or we surrendered it. But
Uh-huh.
it's like that space, what can we do to release
That.
this space? And even I started calling it cognitive dissonance. What
Yeah.
cognitive dissonance is in this space? And that's
Uh-huh.
why when the coach started pulling out things from younger times, that
Right.
I'm like, I'm 50. Why would I be thinking something that happened when I was 14 is
Honey,
messing with things now?
that subconscious is
Right.
it
Right.
be on one and we don't even know.
Yes. And all them little inner children. At first I thought it was just one.
Uh-huh.
I was like, she can go. And then I realized different ages hold different
Yeah.
frequencies too. Some of this stuff has literally come through spirit giving me a message for someone. And
Yeah.
I'm literally observing while I'm
Yeah.
giving them the message that this is happening.
Right.
So that's why it's just like, whoa.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Mhm. I'll be listening. I'm like eavesdropping on the. I feel like I'm eavesdropping on the reading sometimes because spirit's talking to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. But it's like, hey, we all get blessed.
Right.
So is there anything that you feel that people may misunderstand about you?
Just I would probably say if they put me in a general category with psychics, I'm not on and I'm not looking for anything all the time.
Right.
Like I used to feel like sometimes people would talk to me and see if they could get a message just through conversation, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not in that space. I'm not tuned in. It's like there's
Yeah.
like Terry in here, Terry the person, and then my job as Miss
Yeah.
Terry channel, especially now with
Uh-huh.
more channeling happening.
Uh-huh.
I have been channeling this space, and that's where the name the Sovereign Mystic came from. I have been working on my website and changed the
Uh-huh.
name to the Sovereign Mystic because
Uh-huh.
there's this space that is sovereign that I've been able to tap into with channeling, and
Uh-huh.
I think I have been holding the space for people to tap into that space for themselves.
Uh-huh.
um their sovereignty, what's like authentic for them. So sometimes when a channel message is coming through,
Uh-huh.
again, I'm like not necessarily tapped into hearing that channel message, but
Right.
that is between them and the channel.
Yeah. And can you explain what channeling is for someone
Hmm.
who may be looking at this a little later?
Hmm.
And yeah.
um I would say, I guess if I can put a lot of people might have heard of Abraham Hicks, um or what's that other one, Bashar.
Uh-huh.
To me, I'll tell you exactly how it goes for me. So I agreed. Okay, this is what I signed up for, Spirit. I'm doing readings. Fine. Tell me
Uh-huh.
what you need me to know.
Right.
Right. It feels like if I'm talking too slow
Uh-huh.
or if they want to get a harder message and I'm not keeping up,
Uh-huh.
they like, could you get out of the way so we can talk to them directly?
Okay.
And I'll be like, why I gotta get out the way? Why you can't just tell me? And they be like, go sit over there and we'll be right back. And I'm like, oh. man, are you serious? So the only
Uh-huh.
way that I got comfortable with that was I had to be able to go to a place in meditation where I felt safe, where I felt
Uh-huh.
comfortable
Uh-huh.
to move over to the side a little bit to let spirit talk. Now,
Okay.
I've always connected with higher beings. I
Right.
I also do have a connection to carnal earth level
Yeah.
through Ifa. That's
Uh-huh.
how I stay grounded because I feel like
Uh-huh.
you need more than one. So
Uh-huh.
Ifa,
Uh-huh.
ancestor veneration,
Mhm.
that keeps me grounded here in the 3D. Like when
Uh-huh.
people are doing stuff with their hands, like spiritual baths with the herbs,
Yeah.
um, things like that. That's going to keep you grounded with this physical. But
Uh-huh.
with angelic energy, it's just higher frequency. So it's
Uh-huh.
like when you're coming up in meditation.
Uh-huh.
So because I trust that, because I feel like I came in through God channel, like I
Uh-huh.
came in through the Bible, I came in through angels, I came in, even
Uh-huh.
Catholics, angels, I came in that
Yeah.
way. So
Yeah.
it's more comfortable for me to get an angelic message
Uh-huh.
than just like some other kind of message. So they'll have me move over to the side and I'm like, okay. And
Uh-huh.
then they can talk to the person directly. 9 times out of 10, I feel like that's a little bit more powerful because the person, when I didn't like to do channeling because the person's face will be like, I open my eyes and they like, and I'm like, damn it, what the hell did you say?
Just say I was sitting down somewhere, whatnot.
Wait, what the hell?
What
What
they
happened? Or somebody's crying, and I'm like, what the hell? Because remember, Terry from corporate still has a reputation to protect because this is Terry from corporate inside here first. So
Uh-huh.
she's like, you don't make a client cry. Like, we're gonna get somebody's getting written up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be suspended. The customer's always right. So she's
Uh-huh.
still here. So I'm like, what the hell? What the hell?
Uh-huh.
But then they're usually like
Yes.
something profound has happened between them. So I'm
Y-
holding the space.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Some people do it differently. Like
Yeah.
there's I guess all kind of ways to do it, but just the way I do it, they're like, you're not talking fast enough. Can you move over? And I'm like, only because I trust you. All right. So I move over and then they can talk.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like that doesn't happen all the time because sometimes people's vibration is too low.
Uh-huh.
So some people aren't going to ever be able to make me channel because the frequency ain't enough. Because I'm not trying to be down in the pits with somebody and letting my
Yeah.
spirit run for that. That's why we don't do all that. Like, no, it's not
Like,
going
no,
to happen.
thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and pad you.
Yeah, I got spiritual bodyguards. They're like, we're not going down there. So we call it channeling.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, channeling.
Uh-huh.
So
Cool.
I think
Yeah.
that's the difference from reading. I'm just interpreting
Uh-huh.
it like normal speed.
Uh-huh.
Channeling, they want to come in and sometimes with channeling, they want to give a mass message to like the people,
Yeah.
like everybody who's listening.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, whatever.
So do
But I'm
you
only like this now after so much time has gone by. Before I will be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But now, okay, wrap it up. It's time to go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, you just get used to it.
Uh-huh. So do you feel any different? Are you more tired or anything like that? Or is it just like, oh, just sit down for a little bit?
No, now when I channel, I feel much better.
Uh-huh.
It's like getting a little daytime nap.
Energy.
It's
Yeah.
much better. Yes.
Yeah.
Before when I was fighting it, it was much
Yeah.
harder.
Probably because you were
I surrendered to it and it's so much better.
yeah.
Because I figured if it's not going anywhere, then why
Uh-huh.
am I kicking and screaming?
Right.
Because I
And that
think I should have a regular job.
yeah. Girl, you don't feel that way now, do you?
Only sometimes. Because not now because my clients have been going through it. I have a lot of clients in the government and they
Uh-huh.
have been going through it.
Yeah.
But I would be like, remember, I came from corporate. You clock in, you clock out. Like that was what we were taught was going to be the winning thing. Get a
Yeah.
good job, get a
Yeah.
house, settle
Yeah.
down,
All the stuff. Yeah.
retire.
Yeah.
That was my generation. So to be doing something totally off the path is like, okay,
Uh-huh.
but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I say it takes a different level of courage whenever you make
Yeah,
those decisions.
definitely, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure, for sure.
Um, What are you the most proud or grateful for?
Actually, I'm grateful that people trust me, that
Yeah.
people, I'm not on the run. Like, I've had the same phone number for the last however many years. People can
Right.
find me. I'm
Yeah.
accessible. Like, I have not had to hide or be shamed.
Uh-huh.
Like, people still have such reverence
Hmm.
for whatever experience that they had.
Yeah.
I'm most proud of that because that also helps me know if I was doing anything wrong, I would not have that. Like,
Right.
somebody could not talk to me in 6 years and they'll remember how it felt and they'll be like, you said to me this and this happened. And I'll be like, oh, I might have long forgot it,
Uh-huh.
but they'll remind me and then it can come back. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember that. But it's
Yeah.
almost like they'll still have that space of whatever they experience with spirit. And I'm
Uh-huh.
proud of that because there are people with bad reputations out here.
Yeah.
Like, and I haven't had that you're a fake, you're a con artist, you're a
Yeah.
charlatan type thing. And I have integrity. So I don't, that's why I'm always like, because I can't lie in the reading, that's how I can hold my head high. Because
Yeah.
I'm not lying, telling you just what you want to hear.
Right.
Usually spirit's going to tell you whatever is in the way, or if there's something else that has to be done first.
Right.
Like, you have to do this first, then you
Yeah.
can get that.
Yeah.
Or this isn't on your path, so
Yeah. Get it together. Like,
reconcile that with
yeah.
yourself. It's not, I'm sorry, it's not, however you reconcile it,
Right. That's on you.
I'm getting a no.
I don't
So,
care how bad you say you are.
girl, I'd be like, what? Yeah, I think that's what I'm most proud of, though. That
That
I'm
is cool.
not hidden and I'm not on a run.
Right. We say I done had the same number. People know how to get in touch.
Yes.
We were a little, because you did move,
Yeah.
so there was
And,
that.
and people always think I'm everywhere. I've been in Charlotte for the last, 4 years straight. And people
Uh-huh.
will be like, where are you now? Where are you now? Maybe
Because
because
you
I
are
drove across
doing,
country.
because you do that. And
In the past, I am itching
listen,
to take a road trip. I haven't been nowhere.
you took a road trip last year, didn't you?
No.
Year before?
No, that was like 4 years ago.
No. You've been
Yeah.
you've been on the road within the last couple of years. I don't know where you were going, but I want to say that
Right. That part. That's why I was like, you know what? I should go on the road because people always remember me on the road. I
yeah.
should go on the road. Like, at one time, when I was driving across the country and everything, I wanted to do van life because it looks so cool in California.
Uh-huh.
But the East Coast don't really play that. They like go on the West Coast with that, and I like the East Coast, so I'm like,
Uh-huh.
find a place to stay put. Now they're
But
like, where are you? Where are you? I'm like, I need to
yeah.
be somewhere.
Yeah, but you still do Maryland often.
I only went once last year, and I'm going back again in March
Okay.
next month.
Okay.
So,
What you say? Really, I have been sitting still.
God,
I was like, why
bro,
does
that's how I've been able to do balloons.
I was like, why does it feel like you've been gone?
That's
So
how it feels to people. So I'm like, I need to embrace that
yeah,
and roll with it because they already feel it's like they remember it that way.
yeah, which is
So
cool,
yeah, it's like go on road, girl. Go on tour. I'm
right?
going on tour. Mhm.
So, what do you do to assist you with overcoming anything that may be viewed as a challenge?
Oh my God. First I kick and scream, act a fool,
Uh
tear
huh.
stuff up. No, I'm just kidding. Um usually the challenges that I have, it's almost like because I like solving things,
Uh huh.
I found also for myself, I like to do puzzles.
Uh huh.
Like, because I realized, oh, I'm a kind of person who I want to solve something.
Uh huh.
So I want to do something with my hands. That's how I got into balloons. I
Uh huh.
realized when I found balloons as a hobby, that was literally like color therapy.
Okay.
Because whatever color balloon I was working with, it's like I could absorb or pull that energy in. So I
Mm-hmm.
realized that color therapy was important to me.
Mhm.
So I'll do a lot of what I call rainbow work. Whenever something's happening, at first I'm going to pull in that energy and whatever I need from the rainbow, and then I'm going to see where is this really hitting me,
Mhm.
and then work from there.
Okay.
Also, I want to say, Chat GPT has also helped me with the phrase when you say reverse engineer.
Uh-huh.
If I say reverse engineer, how did I get here? It'll be like, well, X, Y, and Z. Oh my God. Thanks, chat. So it's almost like I just use my tools.
Uh-huh.
Whatever that is. Like now I'm looking for a massage therapist
Mhm.
because I'm literally like, I want to do some serious sessions. Like I
Uh-huh.
want to go like twice a week for like 3 months.
Uh-huh.
Because when I was in massage school, that was when my body felt the best. It was, we were
Okay.
massaging each other every day.
Uh-huh.
And it's amazing how just the
Yeah.
human touch and getting
Yeah.
stretched every day at a designated time for an hour, 4 days a week, we were getting
Mhm.
work, we were working on each other.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I need to find me a massage therapist to work on the physical some
Mhm.
more.
Mhm.
So I just use my tools, whether
Okay.
it's physical,
Mhm.
spiritual, talking it
Mhm.
out. Just use my tools.
Okay. Awesome. So we are coming to a close.
Mhm,
This has been
mhm,
fantastic. Is
mhm.
there anything that you would like to promote first?
Actually, yes. I
Okay.
started on Monday nights. It's called the Peace Room.
Uh-huh.
You can sign up from my website, which is terrybill.com. Because, like I said, I have a lot of clients who work for the government and they are literally about to pull their hair out. It almost
Mm.
feels abusive. It almost feels like bullying. It's this
It is.
hostile
It
work
is.
environment.
It
And I
is.
had to literally be like, almost like group is guided meditation, but I also yesterday I realized is more, it reminded me more of affirmative prayer,
Okay.
because we talked about first, let's remember what it was like to have a good environment and what did that look like. They were
Mm-hmm.
like, we were able to take lunch and not have to sit at our desk, or uh
Right.
it didn't feel like we were doing three people's jobs, maybe we only had our job. So
Mm-hmm.
we had to look for things to where, what does it feel like when it feels good to be at work? And it was
Yeah.
very hard for people to pull that up because they have just been, I feel like, traumatized.
Yeah.
So then when we go into the meditation, we're pulling in all of those things. Harmonious work environment, fresh
Mm-hmm.
air coming in through the vents. Like, how about
Mm-hmm.
if there were fresh flowers in the office? Or what if, you were able to go out and
Yeah.
take extra breaks? Or, pure filtered water? Or what if we did appreciation lunches to show you how
Mm-hmm.
much we appreciated you? Or we gave you awards, or anything that made the environment feel more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We pulled into that energy, and that's where the guided meditation took us, because I literally feel like Bad Bunny is right when he's like, we gotta fight hate with love.
Mm-hmm.
But we have been looking at so many terrible things that we're
Yeah.
falling down a rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
I'm like, as a light worker, our part is to hold the light, and it's getting
Mm-hmm.
heavy.
Yeah.
So I remember that when people meditate in groups, it can affect an area. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm starting the peace room on Zoom so that you can tap in from wherever you are,
Mm-hmm.
go through the guided meditation, and hopefully we can just on the back end individually pull each person up
Mm-hmm.
so that we don't get lost in this chaos. It feels like a huge gaslight, like a huge gaslight.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think because the light is kind of starting to prevail more, that everything else has been intensified. Because I think there is
Oh,
more people who are changing how they think or changing how they eat or wanting,
yes.
to be more in alignment and
Yeah.
taking better care of themselves
Yeah.
and, like just doing more stuff. I think overall, people have been shifting. It's like some
Mhm.
have been going up and some stay where
Yeah.
they are or go
And
down.
some have
But
been leaving, which is fine.
y- that has been a lot.
It's a exodus. It's a there. It's an exodus. It's an exodus. Look, just like in pandemic,
Uh-huh.
like just like very similarly, how at first we couldn't put our finger on it because it wasn't just old people, it was young people, it was this
Right.
person, that person. It was
Yeah.
it was seeming random at some point, like who's leaving and who's staying and why.
Yeah.
I think it's that same similar vibe that's happening
Yeah.
now.
So, And what would you say about the exodus? That every so often that there is one, or because everything, because some people say like when there is one, people can do more on the other side than they can on this.
Yeah, I do believe. I definitely believe that because I've channeled people's people,
Uh
and they
huh.
were like, they're. I call it. They are with the shits. They are pushing loan applications through. They doing whatever they can do in their angel power to make
Yeah.
whatever that person's life is better. So I've
Uh huh.
definitely seen that.
Uh huh.
Um, I think that I think somehow we don't like to think about that. We all are coming in on a certain date and we're all going out on a certain date.
Right.
I literally feel like what it is that you're leaving as your legacy in humanity. Like, oh, if you already did it, it's like at school, like if you finished your work and you turned it in, and the teacher's like, oh, you can go outside now.
Yeah.
So it's like some people are all to
Finish
that
it.
final minute, and then some people do it fast.
Yeah.
I think it's that. I think it's where people can't go further. They're
Yeah.
like, I'm out of here. I can't go anymore.
Like it's too much. Yeah.
But not when you want it, right? Like if you want to wake up dead, you're not gonna wake up dead. You're gonna wake up and be like, damn, I didn't die. You're gonna wake up. Like you can't do it that way. It's only if it's your turn.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be like, I know somebody who really tried to take themselves out and they took all this stuff and they woke up. And I said, how did you feel? Did you feel bad? No, I
Uh-huh.
just felt like I went to sleep. Oh,
Huh?
dang. You didn't even get no extended remix dreams. Man, it was like, don't even think about it. Like, okay.
Yeah, like it is not your time.
Yeah, like, sorry.
Yeah.
Try again.
But maybe you needed a nap. Maybe you just needed a
What did
real
you
good
need to
nap.
know? Because they are doing much better now. They're doing much better now.
Yeah.
But it's literally like, I think it's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Because it's just very interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. And each area has a different frequency. So even thinking about, okay, if I could change frequencies and live somewhere else, what frequency would I want to live in?
Yeah.
Because it's very dense in Maryland. That's why I never wanted to live there. Like I would
Uh-huh.
visit, my relatives are from there, but it's too heavy there for me.
Yeah.
I do like Charlotte, but sometimes I feel like maybe I should be living on the beach in Florida. Then I
Yeah.
think about all the MAGAs and I'll be like, do I want to go live in Florida? So it's like,
Yeah.
it's just, and then if you do with your natal chart, there's a way to figure out where the best place you should live at. They
Yeah.
literally had on mine Morrisville, and I was like, Morrisville. They were like, it's by the water and it's a growing city.
Nice.
I was like,
Well,
okay, but for real? I was like, I thought they had the big C word by Lake Norman, like toxins in the water. I don't want to
yeah,
go.
it used
I'm
to
like,
be
I don't know if that was just a rumor, but
it was not. I don't
it
think
was
that
not a rumor.
I don't think that that's a rumor.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah.
Yeah.
But what's yours is yours. What's somebody
Yeah.
else's is somebody
True.
else's. Like you can be in
True.
the same thing, doing all the same things, and one going
True.
way, and the other one is gonna be somewhere
That is
else.
so true. That is so true.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
like
secondhand smoke.
right.
The smoker didn't catch it, but you done killed me. Like, what? This is not
Okay.
fair.
Xavier Black asks, "What's the app to tell you where you should live?"
Oh, if you go to, well, you can actually do it on Chat GPT too. So I don't know how you are, if you're cool with your Chat GPT, but on Chat GPT, one of the GPTs on there is an astrology one.
I
I
didn't know
think it's
that.
called J Astrology. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like if you click GPTs and it'll be a
Uh-huh.
drop down, it'll
Ah.
one of them is in astrology. So if you
Uh-huh.
click on the astrology one and put in your information, then you can ask it questions based on your chart.
Is this the free one or the one you have to pay for?
No, this is a free one. And you can
Sure.
say, where should I live? It's JYAI. Let me make sure. JYAI. Um, and yeah, actually,
Yeah.
it looks. Oh, you
I don't
can't see that. I'll have to text it to you. I'll
I,
screenshot it to you. And then you can maybe upload it. But
That one, once you put in your information, it'll pull up your chart, and you can ask all kind of questions, and it'll be based off of your chart. That's one of the things that I have learned lately is really cool. Like before, I never could get too deep into astrology because the way they would explain it would be
It's so complex.
overwhelming.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
But
There's
when you
so much.
have it in short bites in an
Uh-huh.
app, and
Right.
anything you don't understand, you can say, "Can you explain that again?" And they'll give you more words.
Uh-huh.
That has been a game changer because sometimes I will say something psychically, like if I say money will start coming for you in March, like
Uh,
at the end of March, money's coming. And then you look at your chart and it says, "Oh, the planet of luck and love is going to be in your chart in March
yeah.
towards the end." It's
Uh-huh.
like I said something psychically and it matches up with the astrology.
Wow.
That has been a game changer because all the time I will be like, well, why does spirit say what they say?
Uh-huh.
Now it's like something behind it that I have found has been matching up, because before I wasn't doing it from astrology perspective. It was just literally just what spirit was telling me.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And that's Bayla's been like really looking into astrology more. So
Yeah.
it was like, you know, you're this and da, da, da. I'm like, okay, girl. You know,
Yeah. And sometimes even that you'll have to break it down more. You'll be like,
it
what does
is so
that mean?
much because we
Put
both
it in
have
layman's or you can say something like put it in layman's terms and the
right.
GPT will clarify it.
Yeah, because she's been looking up some other stuff, and it's like besides the top three, she was like, "Well, you know that this is here, and so because of this,
Yes.
and you know we have
Yes.
a more pronounced. I forgot something about both of us being Venus oriented because of
Okay.
whatever, whatever." And I was like, "What?" You know,
Yeah,
like I'm
and
like,
like good things are coming up for Venus. So
"Oh,
you may see
great,
things start happening fast because Venus is doing her thing.
okay, look, I'm gonna claim all of it
Right.
now,
And you'll be like, oh, suddenly
all
in
the
April,
good."
my life was great. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, Venus is in your chart doing what you do.
Yeah, 'cause she was. Yeah, she's just been getting more interested. So it's like I'm finding
Mhm.
it like I'm getting the
Mhm.
secondhand knowledge after she
Mhm.
does whatever she does with it. So, but
Mhm.
that's cool. I didn't know that about Chat GBT because I was
Mhm.
looking at you know, I think I had mentioned like, oh, I think I did an app and it said
Uh-huh.
like California and somewhere else, and I was like in
Yeah.
California recently, and I was like, unless I stay right here, I'm not feeling.
Right.
Unless I go somewhere else, maybe
Right.
California's big, so I was more
Right.
in LA area, but I was like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I feel like you could scoop up that energy for a little while and then you'll want to come back to wherever you feel comfortable.
yeah.
I feel
So
like that's like a scoop up and fill it out and then go back where you were.
yeah, I was like,
Stay
unless
there full time. I don't know.
yeah, unless I'm right where I'm at right now,
Yeah.
but not traveling around. Like I would have to be within a certain radius that felt
Yeah.
like, oh, this feels good, you know. But then also like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
but I don't know, like you said, whether it would definitely be a scoop up and go somewhere else kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
um,
And I would just the other thing that I just would like to ask is that just keep learning as much as you guys can about yourselves because that's going to help you in the long
yeah,
run. Like
yeah,
literally it's kind of sounds morbid to say we come in alone and we leave alone,
but it's so.
but you are the most important being to
Mhm,
focus on, and it's not in a self-centered way. It's just so you can understand what your journey is about,
mhm. And
and
so do
not judge it so much.
So I was just going to ask because we did the promotion thing. So that
Mhm.
is Mondays.
Mhm.
And terrybill.com. I'm going to type it in once
Mhm.
we kind of get off to go
Mhm.
to your website for that. And are there any words of encouragement?
Oh, absolutely. First, I would also say you can book a reading because a lot of times, I have a problem with selling myself
Uh huh.
because I don't know, I just never liked that. Probably because I used to sell all those things like prepaid legal and energy drinks. And I think I got into Amway when I was 18 because I went to a meeting and then I'm like, why am I
Honey,
selling laundry detergent and Mary Kay? So I think that I got away from all of that because none of it panned out.
listen, Body Magic,
Yeah,
Avon. Um,
everything, all the
what?
things. Like, why am I selling cell phone plans? Change. Remember, change your plan over here. Everybody was
Yeah.
changing plans, trying to get that $40 a month phone bill.
Oh,
I
goodness.
mean, energy drinks, you name it. Like
Right.
Pamper Chef, freaking. What
Oh,
was
I
the next
did
one?
oils. I did.
jewelry. What? It's just I don't know. So I guess I always had that entrepreneur spirit, but that whole salesy thing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to readings, I can say getting a reading is like getting the confirmation. It's between you and spirit. A lot of times it's going to be what you're already working on. But I
Right.
think God knows that sometimes we need to hear it from another human, not
That
just in our
nothing
head.
about, yeah.
So if I say, "Oh, I see you getting a new car soon," and you're like, "Oh my God, I was thinking about getting a new car," it's like giving you the confirmation, yes, get your
Uh-huh.
car.
Right.
And the door is gonna open. I don't know. Are you getting a new car? They're saying this like, here I am, like, wait, are y'all really saying this? She's gonna have to get a new car. If something keeps going wrong with your car, you might have to get a new car, but be okay with it. So even if whatever happened, be okay if you have to get a new car, because it seems like you'll be getting a new one, like a real new one, not a better than it was new one, but still not new. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was an example, and then they're like, "Yeah, new car," and I'm like, "Wait." But anyway, whatever it is, it's almost like just let yourself participate in it. And whatever I was saying, because they really threw me off with that.
Like,
because literally then the image of a silver car came into my head, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
I have silver. So.
You have a silver car. Okay.
I do.
Okay, so I don't know if like it's good, but if something else it's almost like if somebody was saying, if one more damn thing go wrong with this car, I'm done. It seems like that type of energy. So they're trying to prepare you to not be upset. Don't be upset about it.
Because they know me.
Okay, we'll get you a new one this time, like a new one. A new, like when you get the year that we're in, like it's about 2026.
Yeah, I ain't there.
Like something like that. I don't know. That's why I was like, wait a minute, y'all, are we
like what just happened?
Right? Are we? Because it'll also spirit will make me lose my train of thought to go on what they're talking about, and I'm like, give me a heads up. But anyway, I was saying, get a reading because it's literally like a confirmation, but it's nothing creepy, especially the way that I read. It's not creepy. And if something heavy needs to come out, it will come out, but I don't have to use like skulls and bones and all this other stuff. That's not my divination tool. I use a lot of cards. Yeah. But it's just the cards help me talk faster because I can look at an image on the card and it's jogging something. So it helps just me talk faster. Sometimes what I'm saying isn't even what's on the card, but it just is my tool to help me talk. Because I want to get in everything I can in that amount of time. Right. So it's like 30 minutes. I'm like, record it. Yeah. I could go a mile a minute because I want you to know as much as you can get in that time. Right. But I would say it'll just help you on your journey. And I don't make people be a crutch. I'll be like, go forth and prosper. Do your work. Check back in. Like I make them keep themselves accountable. Well, now when I'm coaching, I will be on somebody. But before it will be like, I'm not running you down. Go do it.
Right. Yeah. And like, are you even really supposed to be talking to me right now? Or did you do what I told you to do?
Yeah. Because sometimes I'll be like, if nothing changes on the reading, I'm literally like, you didn't do anything, did you? You just came back later. And then I feel like, don't make me feel like I'm taking your money for nothing when I already gave you an audio too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I'm just taking people's money.
Right.
So I'm like,
well, you can feel like people want to give you their money.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, it's the way you say it. Yeah. They want to give you money
because they're choosing.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Yeah, they're choosing for whatever reason to, maybe because, like you said, they was like lazy and I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna check in to see
what she said I was supposed to do. Because I be like, yo, it's the same thing. What happened? It'll be like I always try to act like I do. I always try to be like clean slate. I don't know you because I want whatever's happening now to come up. But then as I'm talking, and it's like I start getting remembrance of saying this before. I said this before.
Yeah.
Oh, we said this. Yeah, you said that before. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I'm giving you the clean information of what's happening right now. So sometimes it's like blank my mind and spirit go. And then I'm like, gosh, this is like, did we talk about this? Then I'm like, wait a minute. You were supposed to, did you?
Right.
And I offer a follow-up. So people don't be having no excuse. I'll be like,
after. Yeah.
Make sure. That's But
And
yeah, you're right. I should just be like, they want to give it to me.
yeah, and Renee's better care. Say
They
yes,
want
we
to
have
give
to
it
do
to me. Yes,
yeah, yeah. Just
for
thank you for
sure.
wanting to shower me with all of your
Exactly. That's why I'm working with my coach on receiving.
yes, yes.
Like,
As you
but
say, listen, from your mouth to God's ears, amen.
man, because it's money's the amplifier.
Yeah.
And I realize that because I like to circulate money. If
Uh-huh.
I get money, I'm gonna circulate it. I'm gonna circulate it so fast. Like, think about how fast in one day, how much you could circulate in one day if it was
Right.
unlimited.
Right.
You could, girl, we circulators. We be sending it out. But we have to be able to get it back in some kind of way.
Right.
And a lot of time you know what? I just thought of Samore. Did you watch Samore's show? Samore, she has she's a comedian.
Yes.
Netflix show.
Yes.
Girl, even though she was a comedian, it was like a one-woman show.
Yeah.
Girl. But when they just were telling me that, they just interrupt me to show me some more, the flashback of her. But they're saying, as I was talking, the masses will give it back to you. And it was funny because she was talking about Detroit. Her show was in Detroit. And she's
Yes.
like, Detroit, y'all love me. Detroit, right? And
Yeah.
Detroit's going to give you the money. Detroit's going to give you the money. So they literally just like interrupted me to say this. I think it's to you.
Okay, so me and Xavier Black are both Detroiters. So
okay, Detroit's gonna give you the money. Okay, so that's how. Okay, so I know we're probably over, but I have to give you this. That's how they give me the message when they're interrupting me. They're using like frame of reference. So when they're like some more, okay, they show me her, then they show me her on the stage, and then they're like pan out to the city because she showed me Detroit. That's the only reason why I know Detroit, because I never been to Detroit.
Yeah.
But it literally then said Detroit's gonna give you the money.
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking at her and it was like, I know she's a comedian, but it looks like a one-woman show. It looks like you. Detroit's going to give you the money. So then that will be like a message for you if you're working on anything, or even if you wanted to do a one-person show in Detroit, it will be very receptive, even if that was the kickoff to your tour.
Okay, so I do have a date, and so it is April 17th for here.
Okay. So then next stop, Detroit. But it's like they're going to give you the money. Oh, because it's the masses. So they're talking about like, if you feel like where is it going to come from, they're literally like, it's the masses. When they say it's the masses, it's like it could be anybody. A long time ago, which they're showing me now, it's like when it's like, imagine some people in the world are just seat fillers. Like, you know how like an award show, and celebrity sitting there, they don't want the seats to look empty, so they'll have random people sitting in the seats until the celebrity comes and fills in. So those people are just literally paid to sit there dressed up so that the show doesn't look like it's whack.
Right.
So they're saying we can electronically get you money by just people, the masses can electronically get you money as you have the space to receive them. So that's what they're wanting you to know. I think that has to do with a layer of prosperity. Like, it's going to be, it's almost like, I don't even know if you know what your market's going to be yet until your market shows up. Because it's almost like, you know how some people are like, oh, the gays like me, or oh, women like me, or older women, or so-and-so. I feel like you have a special niche that's going to just be your diehard. Like whatever the beehive is to Beyonce, it's like you'll have your own followers. But it's like the process of all of this that they like, don't get hung up on the process of it. Like, just keep flowing. Because, yes. And the funny thing is that it is like, Detroit got money. That's what I'm. But it's like, apparently Detroit,
they circulate a lot. I will say that.
They're saying Detroit got money, but Terry don't know that. I don't know anything about Detroit.
Yeah,
except for they used to make cars or something.
They still make cars.
See, but anyway, they're just saying.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Those are your words of encouragement. Like, we'll receive that.
Yes, and I think that was a message too. So, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. You're already in the flow of the momentum. Like, yeah, the momentum.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh, you might be Did you ever think of driving? Oh, never mind. Shut up.
I drove to Detroit last summer.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm not. Yeah. We'll find
Yeah,
some.
listen, I'll call you later.
Right, because here we go. They're about to go all into who knows what. Um,
Well, but for people who are watching and who will watch later, this is how intuitively things come to you. And so they can see it
yeah,
in real time to know that it's not scary, it's not
yeah,
spooky. It's just like,
yeah,
oh, you just get a message. And just like because you have done what you do and have your team, and this is just how sometimes it shows up. And it shows
yeah,
up how it shows up. You're not looking for, we wasn't trying to,
yeah.
we
That's
ain't,
that.
call
Yeah,
in,
that's
anything
exactly
like
what
that.
I said. That's not
Yeah.
how it works. Like for me,
Hmm.
I'm not looking for it.
Right.
Um, yeah, but
Yes.
also, dang, it just went out of my mind. Never mind. I'm good.
Uh-huh. All right. So once again, thank you, Miss Terry, baby, Miss Terry.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Thank you
Yes.
guys. If I see you in the peace room, remember it's just because we, as light workers, we
Hmm.
holding the light get heavy. I gotta go get my
Yeah.
co-workers. Come on, help me
Hmm.
hold this light.
Right.
We forgetting what it looks like to have a good job or a normal job.
Yeah.
Being
I mean, and it's kind
terrorized.
and it's kind of but during these times, I always say, um, Xavier Black said, "Great show, informational." Um, Thank you. Great chat, Queens. Thank you. So good. Thank you for joining us.
I don't any better care.
Yes. Yeah. So, I think that this is usually the time when everybody does the big shift too.
Hmm.
When everything get crazy, you get to like not be in fear and go for the
Hmm.
things that you want to, because
Yeah.
like when you're being mistreated or bullied or whatever, that's just not a healthy environment to be
Uh-uh.
in. And usually if we don't listen to the subtle push, we get the
Hmm.
bigger pushes
Hmm. Absolutely.
anyway.
Absolutely.
So, it just may be a time. But while people are figuring it out, you have the peace room.
Absolutely. And you can always book a private reading. You won't
Yes.
see the coaching just yet because that part of me that wants to be like, launch it, launch it, launch it. The coach is
Yeah.
like, no,
Mm-hmm.
that's the pattern I'm switching from.
Right.
The run so fast that I'll run right through it and then I'm like, oh, it's done. No, I have to slow me down.
Yes.
So I have to do
Yes.
everything the proper way. I'm like, okay. I had to make peace with things that seem more boring so that I can hold more financially.
You know what? But if you look at it, it's just like still learning
Yeah.
and getting excited about the boring. Like kind of getting excited. It's like
Yeah.
something I normally wouldn't pay attention to, but if I paid attention to, how can I make it be?
Yes.
Like how can I jazz it up, or how can I,
Yes.
because as you see everything start building,
Hmm.
you're gonna be wanting to be okay. It ain't gonna be that
Yeah.
boring. It's
I
gonna be
already
like,
feel like it's working. That's why I'm like, okay, calm down.
yeah, you're gonna be
Instead of
like,
being like,
woo!
I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
because you'll have the extra. You can
Yeah.
circulate, then you have stuff for this, then you have stuff for
Yeah.
that, then and then I think there's a thing of when you see it build too,
Yeah.
instead
That's
of like,
what I think I'm having to learn.
yeah. So when you have both, like you can
Yeah.
see it build and you're able to feel comfortable as you
Yeah.
circulate too, that's, like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
this sweet
Because
spot.
instead of like, oh, I got God's black card and it's just
Mm-hmm.
coming in, everything's covered. But it's like, what else
Mm-hmm.
besides just that feeling?
Right.
How about holding it? Oh, you're
Mm-hmm.
right. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. How exciting.
Mhm. I know. Doing the
All
work.
right. Thank you all. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for everyone who will be watching this later.
Mhm.
I'm going to type in, it is
With an
www.terrybeal.com.
E on the end.
LE.
LE.
Okay, LE.
Yeah.
Look, I got you on my favorite, so I don't need.
Yeah. Yeah. And also
So,
my TikTok,
uh-huh.
girl. I was about to say, what is it? I don't like
Is it
going on.
Terry?
But TikTok and Instagram, because after this I am gonna go on TikTok and do some messages because it's Miss Terry Baby on TikTok.
Okay. So if you all want to join, she will be on TikTok giving messages.
Mhm.
If you want to scoot on over there, that would be fantastic.
Mhm.
Yay.
All right.
And
Thank you
we're
so
going to
much for
do
having me. And I'm
oh,
so excited that you keep this up. Please do, because it's fantastic for you.
thank you.
Fantastic.
You know, I was like thinking, I was like, wow, I did a whole year. I got a whole year under my belt. Now I'm on my
Oh,
year 2. Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, because you never know when it's gonna jump off. Because whenever something happens, that somebody goes back and finds you, and then they pulling up
Yeah.
all the old ones, and
Hmm.
so it's good. You got a catalog.
Yes. And I actually do another one with Xavier Black, and Sherman Harris
Ooh.
once a month. We are college
Uh,
friends, and me and him since high school. So,
wow.
and we just talk about stuff, and that is 6 to 12 eyes. So I will do the shout out with that too. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, but
Excellent.
collaborative conversations. Once again, everybody has wisdom. Everybody has something to share, and I think that we all get
Yes,
an opportunity to learn that we're closer than we think. Um,
absolutely.
yeah. So all right, we're gonna sign off. Thank
All
you,
right, you
everyone.
guys. Thank you so
Sending
much.
love.
All right. Have an
Peace.
awesome night.
Okay.